The crew's already in action, frantically baiting the water to keep the tuna around the boat. There are plenty of fish, but are they large enough?
Yeah.
It's a big one. The boys are back in business. After the break, a massive catch brings new dangers. And an enormous school of fish creates a whirlpool that can drag a diver to his death. On the tuna fishing boats, the drought has finally broken.
22 and a half.
22 and a half, Roger.
Hopefully a good size. Wrap them up, put them in the cage. Finally do something.
Finally got a decent patch underneath us, so should be good. We'll get home sooner or later.
Bit of a relief for sure. We needed to find one, so everyone's a little bit happy now, but we've got to wrap it up and get it in the net.
The Independence, Marcus's catch boat, is close by. The skipper, Zoran, and his crew are ready for action. On Saxon S, Pete keeps tabs on the baiting. The fish could bolt at any time.
That's okay, slide down a little bit now.
Yeah, Zoran, if you receive me.
Roger, Marcus.
I reckon we got fish 8 or 10 boat lengths behind the back of the boat.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
He come closer and we be ready for you.
Okay, guys, get ready. We got 45 seconds. Let's go.
The nets are on their way. This is when tuna fishermen say their prayers. The tuna could still dive, and they'd lose them. Just like any other fishing, catching tuna is part skill, part luck.
My money's looking good. Marcus offered me a bet this morning. 200 bucks down for $1,000 back if we didn't catch fish. I'm glad I didn't take it, because it looks like we're going to shoot this lot in.
The tuna are now surrounded by a wall of net. But until the bottom is drawn shut, they can still escape.
Okay, pull!
Zoran sends a diver in to make sure the net isn't scraping the fish. Scratches or scars on a tuna greatly reduce its value. The kingfish divers are waiting nearby for a chance to get in and have a look at their catch. With the fish safely in the net, Saxon S makes her way out.
Okay, right now we're just popping straight over the top of the cork line because we've just finished up pursing. We've just pulled the gears out of gear so the propeller's not spinning. So I'm going to quickly have a look now and make sure we haven't ripped the net. But it all looks pretty good to me. So we've got the fish.
Maddie, Marcus's chief diver, is already in the water, assessing the tuna for size and quality. Diving at this stage of the operation is dangerous. The net is still being pulled in, so Maddie must keep well clear of the edge. A couple of tuna have already got caught up. Unfortunately, they won't survive, and the fishermen must throw them away. A hammerhead shark scores a free meal. Hammerheads are often the first on the scene. That distinctive hammer-shaped nose heightens its sense of smell. Maddie's used to having sharks around. He's got more serious worries. As the enormous school of fish swirls around him, it creates a powerful downward vortex. A whirlpool that could drag him to the bottom of the catch net, some 300 feet below. It would be an ironic death, a fisherman drowned by his own catch. Up top, the guys are edgy. Word's gone out, it's a massive haul. Millions of dollars are on the line, and this is the catch that could get them home. Coming up,
You sit out here and you wait and wait and wait,
the fishermen hit the tuna jackpot.
and then all of a sudden you get that one magical day.
If everything goes to plan, the tuna boats are about to land a massive catch. The fishermen nervously wait for the report from Maddie, head diver. If Maddie doesn't think the fish are the right size or quality, they'll have to let them go.
I can see fish going all the way to the bottom, which is a pretty big shot. Average size, got to be close to 18.
All right, Matty, thanks for that. That's really good. The guys will be stoked.
The tuna are a perfect size and in prime condition. The battle's half won, but there's still a lot that can go wrong. As the divers join the transport pen to the catch net, the water boils with a massive fish trying to escape. Zoran has to be careful. If he pulls the catch net in too quickly, it could collapse and suffocate the tuna.
Slow, don't worry.
As the fish move into the transport pen, the divers can see there are many more than expected. The first pen is soon filled, and Kingfish brings the second alongside. Finally, the catch is locked away. It's a huge one, almost 150 tons. Marcus is a very happy man.
Look, it's been a long time between dreams, but that's how it is with fishing. You sit out here and you wait and wait and wait, and it's no good, and then all of a sudden you get that one magical day. And tomorrow we're going to get another day, and it's good night, Irene. It's time to go home, and that's what it's all about.
But as every fisherman knows, if you catch fish one day, it doesn't mean you'll catch them the next. There's still 30 tons of fish to be caught before the boys can turn for home. Their luck holds. By mid-morning of the following day, they're on to another school of tuna.
We've got a good spot of fish on the sonar. You can see a nice big spot of tuna, and then you can see the net encompassing the patch of fish.
Things are looking good, but they still have to get the fish in the bag.
Everybody's thinking the same thing. This could be the shot that sends us home, but we're all pretty much ready to go now. We've had enough.
Should be a good 40 ton of fish here, and it's a bloody good feeling. And so another 20 minutes, we're going to know.
Maddie's already in the water, assessing the quality of the fish. Everything depends on his verdict.
Yeah, Roger, Marcus, just been in with the fish. Size.
It's all in that size range we were catching, so they look all right to go in.
Okay, boys, good stuff. You've done a good job. We got another 30 ton in the last shot, so she's all over Red Rover. We're going home, boys.
Yeah. 3 beers tonight. Good shout.
At long last, the fishing is over. On Kingfish, the crew phones home to share the good news.
Hello, how are you?
If nothing goes wrong and they aren't hit by storms, they should be home in 2 weeks. Oki's not so sure. His end-of-the-day checkup reveals that Saxon S hasn't got enough fuel for the big trip home. They must head to the nearest port and diesel up. While Saxon S is away, Kingfish must tow both pens. It's a heavy load, and she'll make almost no progress. At 9 o'clock in the morning, Saxon S arrives in the nearest port to refuel. With the tuna pens full, Marcus takes the opportunity to head back to Port Lincoln. He needs to prepare the tuna farm for the boat's return. Pete's already checking on Kingfish. He's anxious to get back to her and help with the pull. The Kingfish is hardly moving. With 2 full transport pens under tow, she's hauling 240 tons of tuna. The divers are working harder than ever, and things are about to get dangerous. Coming up, intruders chew their way into the tuna pen. The options: shoot them or go after them with bare hands. Looking after 2 full tuna pens worth $20 million is a nerve-wracking job. As soon as he gets in the water, Maddie can sense something's wrong. The tuna are flapping their tails from side to side. It makes a sound called fish thunder, a deep roar in the water. Something is making them nervous. Maddie also spots another worrying sign.
I've got a couple of holes in the back wall.
Yeah, right. Must have had a bit of shark activity then, eh?
Yeah, I haven't seen them yet. Keep your eyes peeled.
A lone bronze whaler shark cruises the edge of the net. Maddie calls in an armed escort. If a shark bites just 1 tuna, that's a potential loss of tens of thousands of dollars. It has to be gotten rid of. Shooting is a last resort. Damo's going to try and wrestle the shark out of the pen with his bare hands. Bronze whalers are unpredictable characters. It won't take kindly to having its tail grabbed. The shark could break loose at any time and inflict a serious injury. Damo wins this round. The shark is released unharmed. And the tuna are safe again. On the morning of day 30, a fully refueled Saxon S arrives back at the fishing grounds. Now the boats can tow a pen each and start moving faster. The journey home takes them to the edge of the continental shelf. The ocean bed plunges to depths of almost half a mile, and strong currents help the boats on their way. The tuna pens attract animals looking for shelter from the rough seas. Krill, small shrimp-like creatures, gather at the edge of the net. By grouping into a ball, these tiny animals manage to convince predators they're one big animal. Towing stresses the tuna pens, and there's constant maintenance to be done. It's exhausting work. Each diver does a 20-minute shift underwater.